I think it's super worth it, and I would say that if other manufacturers follow the same suit of having this sort of modularity, I think there would be a lot more customers. I think I'd be a customer. What's up, everyone? I'm at the local park. I'm gonna get some footage of the Master 3X and the BE25 right now. I have a couple of batteries today. I have a 850 milliamp 4S battery. I have 6 of those. I have one 1500 milliamp 4S battery, and then I have one 3000 milliamp 4S battery. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the last two on, but at least for the 850 batteries, we're going to be able to get some footage and some flight times on those. So pretty exciting stuff. Get right into it. Before I get this in the sky, the one thing I dislike about with the Speedybee Master 3X, the grip tape for the battery. The grip here is not that grippy compared to like the GEP-RC Vapor D5, but I think you can easily just add some more grip on there. Right now the angle is currently set to kind of its lowest, but it does move around a little bit. So when I'm moving it, it seems like it can move more. I did try tightening the screws as best as I could, but that's as good as it's gonna get. And then with the battery, I have the battery set up just like that. Apparently you can do it toilet tank style, but that might have to be for the bigger batteries. I'm not too sure yet, but yeah, let's try getting this in the sky. And it's ELRS for the receiver. I have my Tango 2 here with the external bed FPV module. Yeah, let's get to it. Gonna fly around. I think for the first flight, it's just gonna be some light cruising, just so that we can get a feel. Ooh, it's very quiet. That's really nice. Let's do some acro, light acro. Yeah, he's a little quick. Pretty good. Let's see if we can do GPS rescue. Okay, cool. GPS rescue seems like it's working too. That's awesome. Yeah, let's see how far we can get just by doing some light cruising with this thing. Obviously with the Master 3X, you're not really doing light cruising. You'd probably want to do some like freestyle. I can definitely tell that the wind is pushing it. It's a light drone and it's tiny. So you could feel the wind for sure. Yeah, it's getting pushed around pretty heavily. Yeah, compared to my Vapor D5, that one can fare and wind pretty well, but I could tell that this one's struggling a little bit in the wind. And today's pretty windy too, I'm not gonna lie. Let's do a little bit of acro here. Yeah, it's definitely light. And since it's 4S, compared to my 6S batteries, I can tell that the punch out at the bottom, I would definitely need more throttle input. Let's try another. It is really light though. Even with these 850 batteries, I can feel that the wind has an edge over it. The thing with this drone though, is it's a lot less scary as well, especially if you're around other people. Given that it is 4S and it's a 3-inch drone, it's not screaming as loud compared to the 5-inch drone or even bigger drones. It is quick though. It's definitely really fast. I don't want to push it since I'm just at this park, but if I get GPS rescue enabled and everything, which I do, we could try going towards the mountain ridge and stuff. But I'm I'm using ELRS and it's on my Tango 2, so it's an external module. And right now I'm just on 25 milliwatts, so I want to be a little cautious about how and where I'm going. We're getting pretty good flight time though. About 5 minutes on this 850 battery. Obviously, I think that's really good, to be honest. But at this point, if you're just doing some cruising and stuff, I feel like the BE25 would be a better candidate for just cruising around, especially with those props on, since the Master 3X is more so meant for freestyling. At about 3.5 volts, we'll go ahead and um, switch the batteries and do some more freestyling. Again, I want to be cautious since I'm at a park right now, and I don't want to damage anything on the drone as well. It is super light though. I feel like these rates are pretty high. And I mean, it is meant for freestyling, so there's that as well. But yeah, just, be careful with these rates. So about 6 minutes on that. Okay, so I got battery 2 on the drone right now. I'm getting 23, 22 satellites. I think the old people are still there, so I'm gonna be careful. Probably just do some freestyling on this side. Nice. That is awesome. Yeah, maybe we'll just stay by the trees. Obviously, I don't want to hit the trees, but you could definitely do some really good freestyling maneuvers with this. Let's try it over here. That was awesome. Let's go through the trees. Do a power loop. Nice, that was sick as fuck. That was hella sick. It's scary though doing it through trees, because then the last thing I want is my drone to get stuck in between or in the trees. Yeah, this thing will get thrown, especially if you add a lot more power to it. Let's do another one of those. Yeah, I think personally for me, the rates are kind of too high. I would lower them, especially if you're a beginner and you're getting this as your like first drone. But yeah, this I could tell this drone is a lot of fun. I wish I had some gates to go through and stuff, but I don't. So I gotta make do with whatever the environment is right now. It does feel really, really fast. And it feels like it'll get pushed pretty bad by the wind and stuff. It's really light. So I would definitely lower the rates. These are stock rates, so I would definitely lower them and then go from there. But yeah, you could definitely get some really cool freestyling out of this drone. I'm being careful too because I don't want to break anything, especially since I just got it. Nice. There's a bug on me or something, so I'm gonna land pretty soon here. But yeah, pretty good. You could definitely do a good amount of freestyling with this and get some decent fly time with the 850s. This is battery 2 out of 3, so I have one more battery I can use up and then get some shots of. I honestly don't know what to do though, because I don't really freestyle like this. Fucking bugs, dude. Let's just do like some cruising. Yeah. Okay, low battery. I'm about to have to land here. I don't want to cook these batteries. Let's land. Okay, so with freestyling stuff, probably about 4 minutes. That's battery 2 of the 3. And again, it feels really light compared to my 5-inch. Okay, so now we are on battery 3 for this drone. It's same thing, the A50. All right. Let's see how far we can go. Oh, it is windy. It's a little scary when it's windy. I don't want to be pushing it just like, you know, just to push it. But let's go through some of these housings. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Trying to find my altitude reading. I don't really see it here. I think I might need to add that in the OSD after. Ooh, it is getting windy. Where is it pushing towards? Look at this bird. Oh, heck. Oh yeah, it is getting really windy right now. I have no idea why, but regardless, it's windy. Look at that field. That is awesome, guys. I'm getting like 12 megabytes right now. I have no idea why either. It could be the ELRS module maybe, but yeah, packets are really low right now. Or not packets, my VTX packets are low. Ooh, ooh, it is getting windy, y'all. Oh shit. I have no idea why. What the fuck? Okay, I think we'll land here at 3.67 about. There we go. Yeah, less flight time on that, but I wasn't really pushing it that much. About 3 to maybe 5-ish minutes, depending on how you fly with the Master 3X. I don't see a better solution for getting a bigger battery on there. 1,100 milliamp would fit on there, but this is a 1550 milliamp battery, so a 1,550 milliamp battery, and then it doesn't fit because there's like holders, I guess you would say. So I don't know how you would be able to get this on there without having to open up the components on the inside. But I don't think this is a stable solution given that, like, look, going up and down. So you're gonna have to wait a minute. Okay, actually I think it could fit. Okay, this fits a lot better. If you see right here, it's not really that flush, but it's okay. It's on there a lot better. Okay, so let's try getting the battery. Yeah, getting the battery on there is kind of hard too though. There you go, just like that. It's kind of ass, but it'll have to do. 1550. Let's see how it flies. Okay, and trying to find a good seating position. It does feel a lot heavier and slower. Yeah, I don't think you'd want a 1550 on here for flying. It does feel a lot more stable, but it is very, very sluggish. It is not nimble at all. And at that point, if you're doing like slow cruising flying, you'd probably want to be on the BE25. Ah, there's a bug on me. I'm actually really afraid to do a power loop of some sort because of the way that the battery is set up. Yeah, it's kind of hard, guys. But you do get extended amount of battery. Let's see what happens if we just fly around for like 5 minutes. See how much drainage would happen. It does feel a lot smoother though, and less affected by the wind. But again, at this point, I don't know why you'd want to use something like this when you'd have the BE25 that can do cinematic stuff. feel so many bugs on me. It's actually crazy, guys. Oh my jeez. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you would want to fly a 1550 on this. I feel like max cutoff is probably the recommended from Speedybee, which is the 1100 milliamp battery. I think there's definitely diminishing returns once you use a bigger battery. Oh, there's a person. Let's be careful. And there's so many bugs on me. It's actually insane. Get the fuck off of me. Excuse my language. It's so annoying when there's bugs like just eating up on your skin. I do want to get the 3000 milliamp on there and see how that flies. I feel like if anything, it's very comparable to this 1550 milliamp Lipo battery. The 3000 milliamp is a Li-ion battery from Flywoo, so. Yeah, this is just some cruising, guys. Pretty boring stuff, but you can do it. You can get that 1550 on there and it'll fly. It'll fly slow and smooth if that's what you're looking for. And the battery won't drain. We're at 6 minutes right now. We still have 3.75 volts per cell average. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and land this now while this wind blows over. But yeah, you could definitely get like 8 minutes, 9 minutes on this 1550 battery. If I can land here. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah. Would I recommend the 1550 battery on here? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Now for the more curious test I had is how would the 3000 milliamp Li-ion battery do on the Master 3X? Again, it doesn't really fit on here, like just barely, but you can make it work for sure. It just barely fits. Like it's not even snug or anything. It's kind of out of it. But yeah, if you want to do like longer flight time, then this would definitely be your best bet. And also, it moves around a lot. I'm not that confident in the strapping system here. With the smaller batteries, yeah, I'm confident, but with the smaller batteries, it'll get pushed by the wind even more. So let's get this up in the air. Okay, start recording, run acro again. I definitely feel like the VTX is getting messed up because of the amount of power from the transmitter. Because whenever I turn it up, it seems like it's getting screwed up. But it also could be because it's on the floor right now and there's nowhere it could go besides bouncing off of each other. I have no idea what I'm saying. But let's go ahead and fly it. Oh, it is slow, guys. And there is less power too. Yeah, it feels very, very similar to the 1550 milliamp battery. And it's a Li-ion, so you're not gonna get all that punchy power. Look at that, it just said it was a low battery. I'm gonna do another kind of throttle up, yeah, it's gonna drain that shit. It's gonna drain the battery pretty high. So I already do not recommend getting a 3000 milliamp on here. I definitely don't recommend it. If you are thinking of just flying around and not far, but you're thinking of flying around for a long time, sure, why not? But I think given that Lion doesn't have that punch that you're looking for, I would not use this battery to fly down like mountains and stuff where you might need that extra punch just so that you don't hit like a cliffside or, you know, like a rock or something. Can you do it? Yeah, you could definitely use this 3000 milliamp on this 3-inch drone. Is it a good idea? I don't think so. I honestly don't think it's a good idea. I think save the 3000 milliamp for us for your Flywoo Explorer. Something that's more meant to carry this kind of weight too. I don't know. I know there's drones out there that have been optimized by their creators to have these drones accept like 3000 milliamp batteries, and you know, you could full send it on a mountain ridge, but it just, the amount of throttle input where it'll like just like give you a low battery warning, where the amount of throttle input where it'll just give you a low battery warning is pretty crazy. So I could do it again. Yeah, it'll discharge. So yeah. Okay, well, this is pretty awesome. It was a good experience. My SD card on my goggles are full, so I think I'm gonna have to do something about that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you need punch and stuff, just get some 850s, get close to where you're gonna fly. But I think for longer range, it could definitely do it. You could definitely do that. But if there's like wind or anything, it's gonna be kind of hard to go against that wind. I don't know the distance. I don't have it recorded on the OSD, but yeah, I think you could fly for a really long time with this battery. It's nice though. I would say that you could definitely use something like this, but again, maybe lipos are the better choice, just so that you have that extra punching, just so that you have that extra punch in case anything happens. Look at that. Look at, oh, it's getting windy, guys. I don't even know how well the GPS rescue would be on this, but we could try it. It'll go up and then make its way back. Again, yeah, it's fine. I don't know if I'd recommend it though. And then yeah, I think you could get probably close to 15 minutes depending on how you fly with this Lion battery. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just like messing around right now, guys. He's doing circles and stuff. I wonder, can we do a little like loop or something? Yeah, I don't want to push it too much. We'll bring it back. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Let's see how much battery we could get left. Yeah, like 3.75 right now. You could probably discharge it even more if you wanted to. For the sake of time and because I have to use the restroom really bad, I'm just gonna change this on over to the B25, and then we'll just fly that around for a little bit. Really cool. Master 3X, I would say buy it. Especially if you want to use this and the B25, get that 04 Pro aluminum head and then yeah, fly both of them around, see how you like them. It's really interesting how a battery can change the characteristics of the flying of a drone. Really cool, I really enjoyed it. Especially with the 850s. I want to see how it is with 1,100 milliamps, but I don't have any. I just opted for 850. So yeah, I would want to see how, you know, different batteries would fare with it. For the 1550 milliamp Lipo and the 3000 milliamp Li-ion battery, you could definitely do it. There's no doubt about it. But if you want to freestyle and stuff, I think you should just get 850s or some other Lipo battery. Because I think with the 1550 and a 3000 milliamp, they change the characteristics of the drone a lot. So yeah, let's go and switch it on over to the B25. Okay, so really quickly on how to change it from the Master 3X to the B25, you're gonna wanna unscrew 4 screws on the aluminum head, and then it's just easy as that. So I'm gonna try to unscrew it. So gonna unscrew 4 screws, make sure you don't lose the screws. It might also be a good idea to do this somewhere where you would be able to find the screws if they fell. Make sure you be careful when removing the aluminum head so that you don't break the cable. I feel like it'd be kind of hard to break the cable, but as a precaution, yeah. So it would look something like that. And then remove the VTX cable attached to the flight controller. There you go. We could put the Master 3X away for now. And then on the B25, make sure you plug in that VTX. Okay, it looks like it's on there pretty snug. Line up the, we're gonna push in the cable so that it's not sticking. And then line up the bolt screws. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm having trouble screwing it in, but let's see. I feel like I got it now. Okay, go. So you're gonna screw them in. So our first flight with the B25 is gonna be a cruise. Second one is gonna be kind of like a freestyle cruise. And then third one, we're just gonna fly around. There we go. So we got it on there. Pretty cool. Now let's grab a battery that I haven't used yet. One of these 850s. I think with the wire should be fine. The balancing connector should be fine there. But yeah, let's see how this is. It is pretty windy as well, so we'll see how it's gonna do in the wind. Switch over the model. Okay, and we are ready to fly. Okay, so we are on our battery 1 of 3 for the Speedybee B25. Look at those LED lights. That's awesome. I wish the Pavo 20 Pro did this. Yeah, let's go and fly it. I'm running out of time too for my SD card here. Let's get right to it. 6 satellites on here. Let's go air mode and then let's start flying. It's definitely a lot louder too. Okay, let's do the GPS rescue. I do think there is some jello happening here with the drone. I feel like I can see it. Cause then the drone is definitely blurry, so we're just gonna do the cruising right now. We'll see if we can fix the jello afterwards. Yeah, I definitely see the jello, so try fixing that in a little bit. Actually, we might as well try fixing it now. This is pretty bad, guys. Not bad, but like as in like, oh, it's kind of like nasty to look at on my frame. So we're gonna try fixing it. Okay. Let's see if I can fix the jello. Okay, I actually have no idea if I can fix the jello right now. I might just have to do it at home, but yeah, we'll still fly and see. how it fares. Oh, it's so disorientating. Oh god, yeah. I have no idea what's happening with it, but we'll see how it fares. And I don't know if this is gonna ruin if you put it into gyrofold, but if you're flying this, it looks like you're on something, because it is very, very noticeable when flying, because the image isn't clear, even if you might have 16 megabits on your VTX signal. Like, I can tell just by seeing it whenever I do a throttle input. Yeah, this quad is definitely a lot different in terms of flying too than the Master 3X. Yeah, if the jello wasn't an issue, I feel like this would be a big win, but it seems like it's there's some jello happening, at least on my model. Oh, sorry. I didn't know there was people there. Oopsies. We might actually just call it quits here and then go home and troubleshoot why it's jelloing. Yeah, I don't want to ruin that person's day, whoever's sitting there. But look at that. That's a good amount of flight time that you get from this drone. Probably about the same, like, 5 minutes tops. Yeah, the BE25 I would definitely use if I'm, doing something more in a crowded area where open props might not be the move. Oh man, yeah, that jello is nasty. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and land here in a bit. But yeah, you could definitely get some really good flight time off of this. Alright, let's go ahead and land. Alright, I feel bad. I hella flew into those people over there, but oopsies, my fault guys. I didn't fly into them, but I flew close to them. And I didn't mean to do that. I didn't know that they were there. I actually have no idea why it's jelloing right now. Could it be the frame? I don't know. I'll have to troubleshoot that though. Let's get it. Flight number 2. We'll try and do some light freestyling and avoid that area where that person is. Let's get it. I think the jello's a little bit better. Oh no, it's still there. It's definitely still noticeable, guys. Okay, we'll do another one. Another loop maybe here. Freestyling on this is definitely doable. Would I do it though? I don't know. It's a little too, it's not as nimble, especially with the prop guards, but it's definitely doable. Let's try one here. Yeah, prop wash. I don't know. Maybe I have to look into it. Maybe I'll do some research and see as to why it's getting pretty cooked with the jello. And I don't know if it's gonna affect the image or not, guys. So we'll have to see about that. It is pretty windy. Alright, signal critical is crazy. Okay, well, yeah, you could probably get about the same amount of time freestyling on this John in comparison to the Master 3X. It's just, I think the flight characteristic would be a little different with this one compared to the Master 3X. Again, the jello is pretty noticeable too. I don't know if it's just my zone, but yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. You could definitely fly this drone as a freestyle drone too, though. I'm not, but I think, again, first, it's a cinematic drone that you would use for, you know, not crazy shots, but also, I mean, it has the prop guards too, which help a lot if you're flying around other people and maybe you're gonna bump into something. Okay, we're at about 3.65. I'm gonna just head it back now. And then we have one more battery to fly. Yeah, you got about like 4 minutes and 45 seconds on that one. Okay, so I'm on the final battery of the day. Gonna call it quits after this, guys. All right, let's get it. The Jello looks a lot better now. I don't know what happened. Oh, I can still see it though. I feel like something's in the prop. But alright, it's whatever. I'm just gonna fly for now. Actually, maybe I should tighten the prop. Maybe that's the issue. Let's try doing that. I'm gonna try tightening in it. Alright. Let me tighten the prop real quick and then we'll go from there. Yo, my girlfriend's hella funny. She can see where I am from here. That's hella lit. Look at this. Ah! It's still jello-y, guys, so I don't know. Okay, well, we're gonna go back. Okay. I can still notice the jello. Have no idea why it's doing that, but again, it is what it is at this point. Look at these birds. I think they're not even stressed out that I'm here, at least with this drone. Are those even real? I can't even tell no more. All right, well, that's it for the battery. I got like 3 minutes on this one of some cool flying and we didn't break anything. Some jello on the BE25, but should be fine. Let me just say some closing thoughts before we get on with my day. Master 3X, BE25. I'm gonna say these are both really good drones. Let's start with the Master 3X first. Very good freestyle drone. Put an 850 milliamp, maybe even a 1100 milliamp on there and you're golden. 650 might be really too light and you won't get that much fly time, maybe 3 minutes, given that 850 is about like 5 minutes. Master 3X for freestyling, and you could cruise around with it too, but again, mainly for freestyling and stuff. I think it's really good. Again, these are very light drones, so you're gonna get moved pretty bad by the wind. And then also you can attach the GPS unit on the back, so you have a better chance of getting your drone back in case something happens. I like this drone. I think this is a pretty good drone to be starting out with. It's not a 5-inch, but it's also not a whoop. So I think 3-inch is pretty good. I think the only thing that is a concern for me are the rates. They're kind of too high, but again, you're doing like freestyle maneuvers with this, so I don't know. When I'm playing in like Velocidrone, I have like lower rates than whatever is set up on this, so be cautious about that. The rates are pretty high, so you know, one wrong move with your controller and maybe you might crash or you might hit something, so keep that in mind. With the BE25, I like this drone. I think this is really good, especially flying around like other people, or you know, maybe if there's something that you might hit. Maybe if you are flying in a more urban area, BE25 is definitely more of the move. The only thing that sucks is for whatever reason on my model, I have jello. I don't know if it has to do with the screws or not, but I'll try and troubleshoot and see if I can get that fixed. Again, with this drone, you're not really doing freestyle. You're doing more of like cinematic shots and of that nature. You could definitely do some freestyle, but it's not gonna be the same as like a Master 3X. And I think that's why you would get both of these together with this aluminum head, just so that you could switch it from one drone to the other. And I think honestly, that's like a win for me. Speedybee, like if you're watching this video, I think having this type of modularity is something I'd want to see in, you know, your future drone frame kits, probably on like your 5-inch or even your 8-inch drone, the Mario 5, the Mario 8, those kinds of drones. I definitely would want to see having this modularity on those drones as well. It would just make it a lot easier switching from one drone to the other. You wouldn't have to really screw anything out. You wouldn't have to unscrew or screw anything besides the aluminum head itself, and obviously when you're putting the 04 Pro Air unit into the aluminum head itself. I think having this sort of modularity would be a big win for manufacturers and the FPV drone community, because I mean, you would save some money, especially the 04 Pro Air unit is really hard to get in America right now given the current climate of things. So for those of us who do have the 04 Pro Air unit, all we would really need to do is have the frames themselves and then move the 04 Pro Air unit from one drone to the other. With all that being said, honestly, Speedybee, if you come out with more frame kits that are going to be able to accept this aluminum head, I would 100% buy them, because that would just mean I would save some money on the VTX, and I think that's a huge win. I think it's super worth it, and I would say that if other manufacturers follow the same suit of having this sort of modularity, I think there would be a lot more customers. I think I'd be a customer, because having it on a 5-inch or even larger, like, big win. So yeah, I recommend these if you're in the market. I have been spending a lot of money on stuff like this recently, but seeing stuff like this with this sort of modularity makes me feel like I'm using my money wisely and that I can save some money by moving the VTX from one drone to the other. It's getting pretty windy now, and I think that's all I have to say. If there's anything else, I'll just add it, but thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate the love I got from that first video. I haven't made any other video yet, but from that first video I got a good amount of views on that. I do want to do more stuff like this since I love FPV. I love flying. It's definitely a passion hobby of mine, so thank you so much for watching, guys. That's all I have in this video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.